Hello and welcome to another New World video. This video is a dye guide and farming route for yellow pigment, which is located in Cutlass Keys. We will discuss all things dye, as well as what is the best route/routes to gather these yellow pigment. So without further ado, let's jump right into this color pigment farming guide. So what are dyes used for? Well, dyes are a color variant for your armor. Now one thing to know is dyes do not apply to skins. Dyes only work on the original armor piece. Hopefully this will change down the road. However, there are 4 different slots for coloring your armor. These options are primary, secondary, accent, and tint. How to make a dye. In New World, the crafting system is located in the kitchen. So make your way to your favorite village or hamlet and make your way over to the kitchen. Now once you've made your way to the kitchen, scroll down until you reach the dyes. Now depending on your cooking level will determine what dye you can create. As you've probably already noticed, it takes more than just one type of pigment to make a specific dye. If you have the required materials, you can now go ahead and craft a dye. How to equip a dye. So now you know what dyes are used for and how to make a dye. So finally, how do we equip these dyes? Well, first start by opening your inventory and selecting the gear piece you would like to dye by right-clicking on the gear piece and selecting dye. You'll now see the 4 different slots we talked about earlier: primary, secondary, accent, and tint. Now not every piece has 4 slots, so select the piece you want to dye and then click the drop down menu and select the dye you would like to use. This will give you a preview of the new style and look you have created. As you can see from me playing around, there are a lot of different variant options. So before we jump into the route, the last thing I want to say is have some fun and be creative. Come up with some new styles and color combinations, and of course post below what you're running and maybe help some other people try some new fresh looks. Alright, and let's get started with the route. So starting at Cutlass Keys, you're going to make your way up, follow the route that I have outlined with the arrows on the map, and feel free to pause this at any time. Follow along, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, and here we are at the first yellow Prisma bloom. Go ahead and collect this node and continue on. Hello there, yellow Prisma bloom number 2. Go ahead and collect this Prisma bloom and carry on. And here we are at the 3rd node for the yellow pigment. Go ahead and collect this and continue across the bridge. Okay, so this one can be a little tricky to find. Make sure you're exactly where I am on the map, and you should have no problem at all. This Prisma Bloom is very easy to find right off the road and you can't miss it. And here we are at the second to last Prisma Bloom on this route. Go ahead and collect this node and follow the path that I have outlined on the map here. This is a little bit further away to collect the final node on this route. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the final yellow pigment prisma bloom node. We have made it. You've went on a successful route around Cutlass keys. You've gathered many nodes, and as you probably noticed, there is a lot of options for gathering and leveling up other skills. For example, there's plenty of iron ore, hemp, there's silk weave, there's plenty of pesky mountain lions or boars to be able to farm for rawhide. So use this as you would like. There's a lot of money to be made with the yellow pigment. People aren't farming this yet, so be the first to do it. Be the first to craft the rare dyes. And as always, it was an absolute pleasure bringing you this content. Stay tuned for other New World guides and other content. I hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am, and I will see you very soon.